Yeah! And welcome back to Redneck Snack and Food Reviews. Yeah! Boo Bell. It's that time again. They always coming out with a new flavor every 3-4 months or so, and I'm always excited to try it out. Always bringing out some favorites as well as a returning thing. We've had king cake, pumpkin cake. They've even brought red velvet back. I love the red velvet. But yeah, so their newest flavor. They've been doing a lot of chocolate flavors for new flavors lately. I want something fruity or something, you know? I want a new fruity flavor. Or maybe even like a salted caramel, a new salted caramel flavor or something. I think they've probably had something with salted caramel before. But something like pretzels and caramel sounds like really, really good right now. No chocolate though. No chocolate. Leave the chocolate out. But yeah, we've been getting a lot of new chocolate from them. So I'll smile with this. Maybe edge it closer. Can you read that? Is that good for a thumbnail? Who knows? But that's your thumbnail. So it's got two sides to it, so I can read it from here. But I do need to be quick with this review. I don't want this completely melting into a pile of goo. But anyways, so this is chocolate sheet cake, if you didn't already read it. Basically, it's got milk chocolate ice cream with chocolate sheet cake pieces, chopped pecans, and chocolate icing swirl. I'm not sure if I got all that in this little scoop that I made. There's the scoop. Interesting that I got it in a cup. But we're rolling with it, and I'm going to try it, and hopefully it's really good. But again, I'm kind of like worn out by their chocolate flavors. Like, come out with something new that's like fruity. And I'm trying to think of something fruity that could be like something new from them. They've done a lot of things. They've done blackberry. So I don't really want to say do raspberry because it's kind of similar. They've been doing peach for years. They've, got strawberry, of course. So and banana pudding. So I'm just trying to think. I want something new that's fruity. But what can I tell them? Like, maybe a key lime pie flavor? Have they done that? I don't know. I can't remember. But that's aside from the point. I want to tell you all about this flavor right here. They've done some really good, interesting flavors for sure. I'm just kind of fatigued by the chocolate. So let's see how good this chocolatey sheet cake ice cream is. I don't know why they didn't just do like a German chocolate cake, which they might already do something like that. Again, they've got so many flavors that I just don't keep track of it enough. But basically, I don't know what the point of chopped pecans is for chocolate sheet cake, but we're rolling with it. Oh, like, comment, share, subscribe. Check out my Instagram, Redneck Snack and Food. Simple as that. It's got a lot of rich chocolate flavor. Like, that chocolate icing just took me home, baby. I think I got a piece of chopped pecan and a piece of cake in there. That was good. It's a little dry, so I think that's probably what one of my issues with the red velvet was it wasn't quite as moist and like dense as I was hoping for the cake pieces. And it's just a Bluebell thing, it's just how they make their cake pieces. But I mean, they're not bad cake pieces. They're somewhat dry, somewhat moist. But obviously, in the end, this is a very big overload of chocolate. Very sweet. I'm having a hard time finding the pecans. Nope, not the pecan piece. I like the presence of the pecan because A, it's the one thing that's not chocolate in here. And B, adds a crunch. So it's two different, like, very interesting dynamics. It's good. The icing is kind of rich. It kind of reminds me of, like, brownie batter, if you ask me. So I think it's really a good flavor, especially for chocolate lovers. If you don't like chocolate icing, you might not be such a huge fan. So we'll see how my mom reacts to this. She's the one who bought this. I wanted a small one, but she was like, oh, the store had it in their weird freezer. Like, they had the small ones, but it was in their whack freezer that kind of, like, ruins the ice cream most of the time. So I was like, okay. So I don't know who's going to eat this besides me. It's very sweet and chocolatey. I do like the dynamic of texture. You know, you got the icing, which is kind of like sticky. You know, then you got the ice cream, which of course just melts in your mouth and so creamy. And you got the cake pieces, which are chewy, somewhat dry, somewhat moist. And then the pecans add that nice dynamic to change up from the chocolate with a nice crunch as well. So it all really goes well together. I wouldn't say it's my favorite Bluebell flavor of all time. It doesn't, make me go sing praises to it, but it is good. It's a good flavor. So I'll give it an 8. I think chocolate lovers will definitely love it. Unfortunately, if you're allergic to like nuts and stuff, the pecans kind of like get in the way of that. So I really don't know. Other than crunch, I really don't know why they did that. They could have just put chocolate chips in there, and I think everyone would have been happy. But I don't know. You could ask Bluebell why they did that. I don't see how a chocolate sheet cake is supposed to have pecans in it, but it is a good flavor. I will say that maybe they shouldn't have. Maybe they should have just like. I think it kind of like if they would have just swapped out cake pieces for brownie pieces and called it pecan brownie, I think I could just vibe with like the theme of it more. But since that's not the case, it's a chocolate sheet cake, I do get quite confused about why there's pecans in here. Like, what's the point? Is it just to be something different? Maybe, but when I'm eating the chocolate sheet cake, I'm not thinking about having pecans in my cake or on top of my cake. I mean, I think it would be a nice decorative piece and then maybe a nice crunch to it. And I'm sure some people have had pecan on the chocolate cake, but I'm going to have to look up what a chocolate sheet cake is, because what I'm thinking is, of course, sheet cake piled up with chocolate icing on it. I'm not thinking about pecans. Are you thinking about pecans when you think about that? I don't know. You tell me. I give it an 8. I think it's good, and it's chocolatey, but it might not make some people happy. So, to each their own, but that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. I think it's definitely worth trying, but again, it's got a nice load of dynamics, but I still just feel like the pecans might not belong in there. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this review, and I will see y'all around.